Are we alone in the universe? It's arguably the most profound question humanity has ever asked, and the answer could change everything we know about our place in the cosmos. What I'm about to share with you will completely shift how you think about life, intelligence, and the possibility that we might not be as special as we think we are. Let's start with some mind-blowing numbers that set the stage. In our galaxy alone, there are between 100 billion and 400 billion stars. That's already more stars than there are grains of sand on every beach on Earth. But here's where it gets insane. Astronomers now estimate there are over 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. This means there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on every beach, in every desert, and in every sandbox on our entire planet. And here's the kicker, we now know that most of these stars have planets orbiting them. The Kepler Space Telescope and other missions have confirmed that planetary systems are the rule, not the exception. So far, we've discovered over 5,000 confirmed exoplanets, and that's just in our tiny local neighborhood. Scientists estimate there could be 40 billion Earth-sized planets in the habitable zones of sun-like stars in our galaxy alone. 40 billion potentially habitable worlds just in the Milky Way, but here's what really breaks your brain. If even a tiny fraction of these worlds developed life, let's say just 1 in a million, that would still mean there are 40,000 planets with life in our galaxy alone. And if intelligence evolved on just 1% of those worlds, we're talking about 400 intelligent civilizations in our cosmic neighborhood. Yet despite these overwhelming numbers, we haven't found a single confirmed sign of extraterrestrial life, not one radio signal, not one mysterious structure, not one piece of evidence that we're not completely alone. This puzzling contradiction has a name, the Fermi Paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi, who famously asked, "Where is everybody?" The silence is so profound it's actually spooky. With billions of potentially habitable worlds and billions of years for life to evolve, the universe should be teeming with civilizations. Some of them should be millions or even billions of years more advanced than us, so where are they? Scientists have proposed dozens of explanations for this cosmic silence, and some of them are genuinely terrifying. The most chilling is called the Great Filter Theory. This suggests there's some evolutionary step that's incredibly difficult to pass, and most life forms never make it through. The scary part. We don't know if we've already passed the Great Filter, or if it's still ahead of us. Maybe the hard step was the evolution of complex cells, and we're lucky to have made it this far. Or maybe the filter is something like developing nuclear weapons without destroying ourselves, or avoiding climate catastrophe, or surviving the creation of artificial intelligence. If the Great Filter is behind us, then we're incredibly rare and precious. If it's ahead of us, then our future might be much darker than we imagine, but there are other possible explanations that are equally fascinating. Maybe advanced civilizations deliberately avoid contact with younger species like us. This is called the zoo hypothesis, the idea that we're basically living in a cosmic zoo or nature preserve, being observed but not contacted until we reach some level of maturity. Think about it. When you're walking through a forest, do you stop to have a conversation with every ant colony you pass? Maybe to a sufficiently advanced civilization, we're just not interesting enough yet to warrant contact. Another possibility is that we're looking for the wrong things. We're searching for radio signals and optical flashes, but maybe advanced civilizations use communication methods we haven't even discovered yet. It would be like trying to detect Wi-Fi signals using smoke signal technology, or maybe they've moved beyond physical existence entirely. A civilization that's millions of years more advanced than us might have uploaded their consciousness into computers, or transformed themselves into pure energy, or found ways to exist that we can't even imagine. Here's another mind-bending possibility. Maybe we're among the first intelligent civilizations to emerge in the universe. The cosmos is 13.8 billion years old, but the first stars were mostly hydrogen and helium. The heavy elements necessary for rocky planets and complex chemistry only became abundant after multiple generations of stellar evolution. Earth formed about 4.5 billion years ago, but some scientists think the universe only became truly hospitable to life like ours in the last few billion years. If that's true, then we might be among the cosmic pioneers, the first wave of intelligence to emerge in a universe that's just now becoming capable of supporting complex life. But here's where things get really interesting. In recent years, even, the United States government has admitted that there are unidentified aerial phenomena that display technology beyond our current understanding. The Pentagon has released videos of objects that seem to defy our physics, moving without visible propulsion, making impossible maneuvers, and displaying capabilities that our best technology can't match. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean aliens. These could be natural phenomena we don't understand, or secret technology from other countries, or sensor malfunctions. But for the first time in decades, serious scientists and government officials are publicly saying we don't know what these things are, and we need to study them seriously. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence has also become incredibly sophisticated. The SETI Institute continuously monitors millions of stars for artificial signals. The Breakthrough Listen project is scanning the nearest million stars and 100 nearest galaxies for signs of technology. We're not just looking for radio signals anymore. Scientists are searching for laser pulses, atmospheric signatures that might indicate industrial activity, and even megastructures that advanced civilizations might build around their stars to harvest energy. One of the most exciting developments is the search for biosignatures in exoplanet atmospheres. The James Webb Space Telescope can actually analyze the air of distant worlds, looking for combinations of gases that might indicate life. Oxygen and methane together, for example, would be a strong sign of biological activity, but here's what might be the most important point of all. The absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence. Just because we haven't found life yet doesn't mean it's not there. We've only been seriously searching for about 60 years, which is an incredibly short time on cosmic scales. Consider this: if aliens were trying to detect us, they would only have been able to pick up our radio signals for the last century or so. Before that, Earth would have appeared completely lifeless to any distant observers. And our signals have only reached stars within 100 light-year radius, a tiny bubble in our galaxy. From an alien perspective, Earth went from appearing completely dead to suddenly bursting with radio chatter in what amounts to the blink of an eye. Maybe that's exactly what we should expect: civilizations remaining undetectable until suddenly they're not. The implications of finding life, especially intelligent life, would be absolutely staggering. It would be the most important discovery in human history. It would transform our understanding of biology, evolution, technology, philosophy, and our place in the universe. Finding even microbial life on Mars or Europa would prove that life isn't unique to Earth, but finding intelligent life would mean we're part of a cosmic community we never knew existed. It would raise mind-blowing questions about galactic civilizations, interstellar travel, and technologies we can't even imagine. But maybe the most profound realization is this: in a universe with billions of potentially habitable worlds, the question isn't really whether life exists elsewhere. The question is whether we'll be wise enough, patient enough, and technologically capable enough to find it. Every day, our detection methods get better. Every year, we discover more potentially habitable worlds. Every decade, our understanding of life itself becomes more sophisticated. We're living through the first generation in human history that has the tools to seriously search for life beyond Earth. Whether we're alone or not, the search itself is transforming us. It's making us think bigger, reach farther, and ask deeper questions about what it means to be alive in this vast cosmic ocean. The answer to whether we're alone in the universe will define our species and our future. And honestly, both possibilities are equally amazing. If we're alone, then we're incredibly precious and unique. If we're not alone, then we're part of something much bigger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. If this cosmic detective story fascinated you as much as it did me, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to Astral Awe for more mind-expanding content about the universe and our place in it. Share this video with someone who loves pondering the big questions. Do you think we're alone in the universe? What's your best theory for the Fermi Paradox? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next cosmic exploration.